instruction in my little booklet. I recently got this as a gift from one of my coworkers because he knew that I wanted to learn Japanese, the language per se, and I've always wanted to learn it, but I never got the chance to because I decided to just, but oh, she's bright. I'm sorry, guys. I don't want to reflect it too bad. But this is the booklet, Hiragana and Katakana Kanji N5. This is one, I think it's one of the books that you use for preparation for the JLPT. But pretty much that's what I'm going to be doing. And hopefully you guys like it. I'm going to read the introductions of Hiragana and Katakana and Kanji. Okay. I'm trying to. So, I already have some notes written down that are also too bright to show. Oh gosh, my little notes. I am recording this on my laptop. I'm recording this on my laptop because I haven't done a Lofi ASMR video in a long time. But anyways, let's get started. So this book is made by George Tanaka. George Tanaka. Or is it Tanaka? I'm not sure. So we have part 1. I really don't like the way that looks. We have part 1, which is the introduction, how to use this book, background information, and writing tips. And then for part 2, we have Hiragana charts and basic rules. Part 3 is learn to write Hiragana. Part 4 is Katakana charts and basic rules. And then part 5 we have learn to write Katakana. Part 6 is about kanji. Part 7 is Kanji N5 and stroke order practice. Part 8 is Kinko Yoshi. Ooh, I just butchered that word. Part 9 is flashcards. And part 10 is thank you. it says it right there. I don't know if you can really see it, but it says, as you learn Japanese, you will encounter 4 very different types of scripts or alphabets. While this might sound complicated at first, it should start to make much more sense in a moment, especially as you will already understand one of them. Romanji. That's the second part. Romanji. Romanji literally means Roman letters. This is really just a representation of the Japanese language using familiar English letters. It is only used to translate the language into a form that non-Japanese speakers can understand. It is not that common in everyday use. I'm so sorry you guys aren't able to see the book. Uh-oh. Okay. You gotta turn her around. The other 3 scripts, Hiragana, Katakana, and Kanji, are used all the time, and they are typically combined to make words and sentences in everyday Japanese writing. Each script has its own purpose, and together they tell us what words mean, where they come from, and also how they should be said. Hiragana. This is the first script we should learn, and it consists of simple characters made with round shapes, unlike the English alphabet. It is a phonetic script, and each character represents a syllable sound. Each time you see a specific character, you will know how it sounds. Katakana. This is also a simple phonetic script. Katakana represents the same syllable sounds as Hiragana, but are used for words loaned from other languages, such as foreign names, modern technologies, or foods, for example. Their appearance is more angular and spiky. So, Hiragana is gonna be at the top. It's more rounded. And then Katakana will be at the bottom, which is more angular. And then Kanji, translated as Chinese letters. Kanji are characters borrowed from the Chinese language. Unlike other scripts that represent sounds, Kanji symbols show blocks of meaning like whole words or general idea about something. There are literally thousands of kanji, and new ones are being created all the time, so they are quite a challenge for even the most advanced linguists. I feel like that's linguists. I promise you guys I know how to read. as kana. So hiragana and katakana together means kana. Well, hiragana and katakana together shortened is just kana. Hiragana and katakana, broadly known as kana, each have 46 basic characters that, unlike English letters, represent a different spoken sound instead of a letter. Virtually all of these sounds are based on just 5 vowel sounds that we add. That we add a consonant sound in front of to make new ones. And a little note on the side says, I promise it will be easier than it seems. Okay, so I'm a little close. Okay, so as you can see, we have hiragana at the top and katakana at the bottom, and then we have the vowels or the sounds that it uses, which is a, e, u, e, o. So I think it's really funny how nearly all languages have the same vowels or the same vowel letters, even though everyone kind of pronounces it differently, you know. So that's pretty cool. I feel like that could be just common knowledge, but I don't do my research much. This book will show you how to write all the basic hiragana and katakana, and also how extra sounds are created by combining the basic symbols. By the end of the book, you will be able to write the characters that make up most of the sounds needed for Japanese. The next few pages contain a lot of information, but try not to let this overwhelm you. In addition to charts of all the basic kana that you will learn, we will break down some of the basic rules to combining these symbols. Then it's time to put pen to paper. I think that'll be all for now. But if you would like a part 2, just comment and like, and or subscribe. Because I have to go to work later.